Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing my final thoughts or my final review on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. So here is the palette right here. If you haven't seen it, it's been all over the internet. This came out around about October, September time, I'm not too sure. I got this in December, just near the end of December. So I've had this for around about a month and I just want to review it and just tell you my final thoughts on what I think of it. Now honestly, this has been popping up on some of my videos, recently, and I've been using it quite a lot, so I have a lot of thoughts that I just want to share with you and I thought you'd want to, you know, listen. This is my second review. The first review that I did was on that big makeup box that Emily got us. So yeah, if you like seeing reviews on this channel, don't forget to comment them down below because I really love to hear your guys' feedback. Also, if you do like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do click that notification bell if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And obviously, don't forget to go and check out my Instagram, which is always linked down below, and that is _makeblove.xo. Now today I'm going to be doing my eyes with the Sultry palette, and I'm also going to be sharing some numerous swatches and just information about this whole palette. So if you want to learn about Sultry and just think about what I think, then keep on watching. So this is the unicorn. So basically we'll have like a bronzy glitter all over the front box, and the text is like a rose goldy gold shimmer as well. And obviously at the bottom, the Anastasia Beverly Hills is also printed in the same glitter as this. Now on the back of the box we just have some information and a picture of what the palette looks like, which obviously is absolutely stunning. So when we open this box, also the palette comes out in the same glitter as this, and when you open it, so basically the unicorn and the actual packaging of the palette is basically exactly the same. When you open it up, and this is what it looks like. So we have 14 shades, 7 of them which are shimmers and 7 of them which are mattes. Now as you can see, I have dipped into some of these shades quite a lot, as we have, you know, especially I've dipped into Cyborg quite a lot. I have been using this palette on my clients and especially on myself because I do like wedding makeup, so this shade and Twig is like perfect, and the pigmentation in these are absolutely stunning, as you will see in a second with the swatches. I also love how you get a clear like film that goes over the palette to keep it intact and just nice and neat and clean and things, so very sanitary and very good. So obviously I'm going to give the packaging 8 out of 10 because this is just stunning, as when you feel it, you can kind of feel the glitter, if you know what I mean, because normally when you have this like glittery thing, you normally have like a clear film going over the top. This is not the case with this palette, it's just amazing. So first of all, I'm going to start off with some of the swatches. Okay, so the first shade that we have is the shade Fresh, which is just like a plain white colour, just to place all over the lid or just to pack on the eyes to get started on the eye makeup, whatever. It's just a really nice white pigmented buttery shade. The next shade that we have is the shade Pearl, which is a white shimmery shade. As you can see there, it's very, very beautiful, and it's like just got a kind of goldy pinky reflect to it. It's absolutely stunning. The next shade that we have is the shade Steampunk. Now wow, like this is my first time swatching this, and it's like a bronzy shade with a green reflect to it. This is just amazing, and the pigmentation in these shadows are like, oh, I just cannot explain to you. I actually haven't ever swatched this one either, and this is in the shade Rose Quartz. Now this is a shimmery, wait, is it focusing on this? This is like a shimmery pinky shade with a nice beautiful gold reflect. This is absolutely stunning to put on your eyes. The next shade is called Ember. Now this is like a bronzy shimmery colour. I haven't ever swatched this one either. This is my first time looking at these. But wow, the pigmentation as well as the other shadows are just out of this world. So next we have our second matte shade, and this is a pinky shadow. Now it doesn't swatch as nice as it does go on the eyes, as you will see when I do my eyeshadow. But there it is, that is the shade Bloom. It's like a hot pink shadow, very pretty. We then have the shade Birch, which is the perfect like what you call it, like a brown transition shade. It is really nice. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so the next shade that I have is the shade Cinder, and I haven't swatched this, and oh my goodness, I am shocked. Holy smokes, that is a beautiful colour. Now I think this is like a purpley bronzy colour with like a gold reflect or a goldy purpley reflect, but wow. The next shade that we have is the shade Twig. Now this is a matte, and I use this as a transition colour. Now this is a little bit more purpley and grey toned than the shade Birch that we swatched right there. The next shade that we have is the shade Teak, and this is like a bronzy kind of a shade. This is also a shimmer. I haven't swatched this before either, but wow, very lovely. The next shade that we have is the shade Dystopian. Now this is a darker matte shade, so we can create a bit of definition. You guys all know how much I love to create definition in my eye looks. So yeah, like you could use them as a transition shade and that to darken up the crease or something. Beautiful colour. We then have my favourite shade in this whole palette, and this is called Cyborg. Now Cyborg is this absolutely stunning icy silvery colour with the tiniest bit of like bluey and purpley reflex in it. Wow. We then have the colour Slate. Now this Slate is like a bluey grey shade. Now I'm very impressed because you don't normally see like a grey colour in this kind of a palette. But yeah, I really love this shade and I really love the addition. And obviously the last shade is called Noir, which, as you've guessed it, a matte black colour. There we go. This is all of the shades all swatched on my hands. So I have 7 shimmers, 7 mattes. But yeah, my favourite is definitely Cyborg, which is that one right there. I just want to talk a little bit about like the formulation of the shades and how the shades are buttery. Now, when experiencing with the shimmery shades, I mean, I've only used Cyborg, but I have realised that I think these are pressed pigmented eyeshadows, which I think means that they are pressed shadows to be more pigmented. I have no idea. When playing around with Cyborg, the shade right here, I have noticed that when you use like a packer brush, so a brush like this one right here, and you set it with setting spray, or as I like to use my Married Badescu spray, whatever you want to use, and I've been packing it in to, you know, put it on the eyes, and I haven't been getting maximum payoff. Now I don't know if that's because, I have no idea, but I do notice a difference when I go in with my finger and really pack it on with my finger. That just makes like a big, huge difference. Now I have no idea about the other shades because I haven't used them before. Now the matte shades are very buttery. Like when you put them on the eyes, the pigmentation is out of this world. I only use a tiny bit and then I have to buff it out because it's like, whoa, amazing. When you swatch them, they're not as good to swatch as they are to put on your eyes. Some shadows do that. I don't rely on swatches, I rely on the payoff actually when it's on the eyes. As reading on the back of the palette, this does say that this product is cruelty free. So that is amazing because I know some people do love cruelty-free products, as I am one of them people. So as I was looking on Beauty Bay, that is my closest website. Beauty Bay, this sultry palette is £46. Okay, so on their website, it says that it is an essential smoky eyeshadow palette, and it does list, you know, all the shades that I've already talked about, so like blue, matte coral pink, birch, matte mid-toned yellow taupe, things like that. I also love how the top of the eyeshadow palette includes a mirror and obviously a seal protectant to cover the mirror. Now I don't personally use the eyeshadow mirrors, I either use like a hand mirror or like my mirror that's like right there. So yeah, I have no idea what shades or whatever I'm going to use today. I'm just going to kind of dip in and just play with most of these shadows because they are amazing shadows. So first of all, I think I'm going to take the shade Twig, which is that shade right there. And as I was saying before, it's just like a matte transition colour. I don't know if I'm going to go full on with my eyeshadow today or just natural. I have no idea. We're just going to go sultry. Oh, and also I'm blending this in with a, like just a fluffy brush to buff it into the crease. So this is the shade Twig all blended on my eyes. Now as you can see, I haven't used another brush to go in and blend out the harsh edge, which is amazing. They blend amazingly, as you've seen. They're amazing pigment. I love these shadows. Next, I think I'm going to go in with the shade Dystopian, which is the darker shade, if my camera will focus, there we go, which is that shade right there. And it's just, and I'm just going to use this on like a flat packer brush or something, just to create dimension on the inner and outer corner. No, just on the outer corner actually, not on the inner corner. I'm going to take this end of this MAC 546 SE brush. I got this in my little snowball palette. And I'm just going to blend it out with that brush that we already used. These shadows blend amazingly as well. That's another amazing thing about them. I'm just going to take the shade Birch, which is this like mustardy matte shade, and I'm just going to kind of brush it above the crease, just a touch. I'm just going to take a tiny little clean brush just to blend it out, because if I blend it out with that other brush, it's going to go on my eyebrow and I'm not for that look. Just give the eye look just a little bit of a zing. Love it. And then I'm going to take a bit of the Ordinary foundation and cut the crease. I am going to do the half eye today. So I've cut the crease in literally 5 seconds. That's the quickest I've ever cut a crease. Wow. So I'm then going to show you the shimmers, because I've showed you like 4 matte shades, 3 matte shades. I'm going to take the shade Rose Quartz on the inner corner with my finger. I'm actually going to take the brush for this instead, because I need something small and itty bitty just to go in the inner corner. Spraying some Mario Badescu, lavender, chamomile and aloe on. Very nice. I'm then going to take a darker colour. I wouldn't actually normally do this. I'm then going to take Cinder, which is that one, if you can see. There we go. It's like a bronzy gold colour. I'm still going to take this brush and more Marie Badescu. I'm then going to take the tiniest bit of pearl on my finger and I'm going to put that on the inner corner on this like fluffy brush, just on the inner corner to create like a shimmer. I'm then going to take the same brush and I'm obviously going to go into the shade Bloom, this bright pink shade, just to brush under the lower lash line. Wow, this look really has zing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other eye and apply some mascara, and I'll be right back to finish off the review. Okay everyone, so this is the final look. I've applied lipstick and mascara and the other eye obviously. Concludes today's video. So here are my final thoughts on the Sultry Eyeshadow Palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love the unicorn and packaging. The shades in here are phenomenal, as I've shown you with this eye look and the swatches. The shimmers here are especially my favourite. My two favourite shades personally is the shade Twig, this one right here, which is the transition matte shade, and Cyborg, which is the shimmery, silvery, bluey colour to go on the lid. If you do like this video and you do like my review, don't forget to comment down below to tell me if you liked it, because I love to hear your guys' feedback. Obviously, if you aren't following me on my social media account, go and follow me. My Instagram is _makeuplove.xo. Also, if you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do click that notification bell if you want to see more videos like this in the future. But anyways, I'm going to conclude today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've really enjoyed filming my second review. I would love to do more. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.